Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to Belgrade, Serbia. This is the FIBA Women's Eurobasket 2019 qualification for the quarterfinal between Italy and Russia. Russia win the opening tip wearing their customary red and attacking the basket to the left, and Messina launches one at the beginning. Vadeva snatches the ball out of the sky and then misses with the putback. And it's quite a test for Andre. He really was so good in the last game. It almost blew us away. We couldn't quite believe what we were watching. She was showing tremendous potential. Satana with an early turnover.
Yeah, you know, I love the fact that in the press conference after the game, Andre, too, for Italy, she said, well, I didn't play well in the first 2 games. So she knows it, but then she was able to come out, and that's got to give you a little bit of confidence. I know she's going up against probably one of her bigger tests and having to guard Vadeva, but let's see what she can do.
Well, that time it was Pena who was guarding Vadeva, and Andre keeping Vadeva on her back. Pena, who plays at Wake Forest University, gets it to Andre, who runs the court well but doesn't finish.
And that's an advantage I think she's going to have against this Russian team. Andre for Italy is one of the most athletic players in this tournament, and I think that's great, though. You know, she missed that one, but she's got to keep running, and maybe she can make them tired. The Bigs tired for Russia.
Baklova passes the ball, and another miss. Messina comes up with it. Trying to show some aggression here. Perhaps the type of aggression that Italy haven't seen. And there's Vadeva's first 2 points of the game.
And keep in mind, that was a contested right-handed layup. And guess what?
She made it.
She's left-handed.
Exactly.
So her skill set, right, left, it really doesn't matter. I wouldn't be surprised later on in her career if she's shooting threes right-handed.
Dato drops it off to Andre, who is blocked from behind by Vadeva. Another positive stat for her. Good defense by Pena. Look at this. She didn't even have to jump. She just put her arms up and she got the block. Of course, it helped her, I think, that she was behind. It was almost as if Andre didn't know she was there. David played for Katrinburg this year and won a EuroLeague Women title. Baklova puts up a 3, follows up her miss, and gets a layup. And they're so consumed by boxing out the bigs of Russia that nobody was able to get the ball. And Baklova very wisely followed up her miss. Dato pulls up and banks it in. She kind of came to life as well in the last game. She's gone from looking like she might be out of the tournament with an injury to all of a sudden being one of Italy's most important players. Certainly with that move.
Yeah, by far her best game also was in the last game.
Messina catches it down low, turns and scores.
And, you know, I talked about Vadeva being the MVP All-Star 5 for that U19 gold medal winning team. Messina was also on the All-Star 5. So she is, you know, as experienced, as savvy, as talented. You know, maybe not quite as talented, but by no means is she not talented.
Here's Vadeva again, going up against Pena. And rolling to her right. I think this tournament's wide open, and I see no reason why Russia can't dream of winning this thing. There's Messina getting the block. Baklova crosses midcourt and hands it off to the veteran Baklova. Shilova. Put that on the perimeter. Vadeva. Guarded by Andre, who just backs her up and scores.
And every shot she has shot has been right-handed so far early in this game. Even the miss that she had was right-handed. And I say again, she's a right-handed, naturally a right-handed player. And you would have no idea if this is the first time you're watching her play.
Pena for 3. Dato, what a play! rebounded it, and then passed in the same motion to Andre down low, who gets her second basket.
I mean, that's just great awareness by Dato, and also to have the athleticism to be able to do that as well.
And Shalova with a quick 3 attempt. Now Zandalcini over to Penna. And good defense by Beglova, almost forcing another turnover. Zandalcini uncorks a 3. Good! Stepped into it. Gets it back to a 1-point deficit.
And you know, I thought she was forcing stuff a little bit too much in the first 2 games, especially going to her open jumper, but I think it's a really good sign that she has knocked down that shot early for her and for Italy.
And again, Vadeva catches it down low, turns, and this time scores with her left hand. She's looking pretty close to unstoppable right now. Dato, meanwhile, drives in. Great hands by Beglova. Knocks it loose, and it goes off of Dato and out of bounds. So Messina is going to check out, and one of the veterans, Belyakova, checks in. Also, Shalova goes out, and Maiga comes in. So Belyakova, there she is, and a Maiga, a youngster. 23 years of age, Maiga. Played about half the game for Russia at this Eurobasket. Now Vadeva trapped, able to pass it over to Shalova on line, but a little long. And good hustle by Zandalcini to knock it away. And for the first time, really, they actually put a little pressure on Vadeva there on the boards. Look at that. Maybe Zandalcini got away with hitting her on the wrist.
But I mean, what do you do? That's kind of what you have to do, right? If you're Italy, you have to box out, and then you have to have your guards sort of rebound down there. Zandalcini, I thought, did a good job realizing she wasn't able to crowd a rebound. So, you know what, as long as I can get a tip on it, it's better than having Russia pick up the rebound.
Zandalcini starting to heat up. Just hit a 3. Go back to Dato. And they can also stroke it, but her pass that time intended for Zandalcini, and a little bit of miscommunication. We talk about the youth of Russia, but really it's a young Italian team as well. When you consider Andre and Penna and Zandalcini all out there right now. And Belyakova puts up a 3. Dato with the catch. So they've been so successful getting the ball down low to Vadeva. I think anytime Russia put up a 3, even from their good shooters, Italy might welcome that. Good effort by Andre to knock it into the hands of Zandalcini, who's open and nails another 3. And she's starting to look as if she was saving the good stuff for now.
And, you know, we said she hasn't quite had the performances so far that she had in 2017. Jeff, it's hard to, after what she did in 2017, it's hard to repeat that. I mean, she averaged 19 points a game. Those are, you know, as a young player too, those are difficult statistics to continue to do at the highest level with your national team year after year. So I'm not surprised that she's had, you know, what we have considered to be a slow start. She's still averaging 10 points a game, so it's not as though she's playing bad. And like you said, maybe she is just waiting to have the game of her life tonight.
She thought about launching one there, but instead it's going to be Penna, and Penna drills the 3, the 3rd of the night for Italy, who now have a 15-12 lead. And a good-looking Italian offense, you know, the patience, the passing it around on the perimeter. Now Shalova, hers goes in and comes out. Dato, Andre doing a good job battling for the ball, gets it. Vadeva out of the game. Maiga in. Here's Dotto, just goes right down the lane. Oh, she missed the layup. Must be the leftover from the previous game when both Slovenia and Belgium seemed to miss a lot of layups. So they did miss a lot of layups. Levchenko, number 99, into the game, and now Maiga gets rejected. Somebody had their hands up. Dotto probing again. You just feel like when Vadeva especially goes out of the game, there's an opportunity for Italy. And again, another miss. Italia Vieru, number 15, one of the veterans in the game. Here's Levchenko from the left corner, and now's Russia's turn to drill a 3-ball.
You know, she is a veteran. You were just talking about Vieru. She is a veteran, but she's still only 29 years old. I mean, she still has probably a good quality, you know, few years left in her career. And with such a young team for Russia, they need people around like her. Even if she's not starting, she accepts her role. She understands that Vadeva is going to get the start, but just what she brings to the locker room, what she brings in timeouts, what she brings in practices, they need for such a young team.
How about Shalova sneaking in there, getting that rebound away from Andre? Kubai is going to come in as well as Romeo for Italy. And Andre falls down, able to get it. And boy, the Russian pressure. But now it's given Kripa, who's gotten into the game, a chance to get on the board, and she does. Beautiful. I'd say Penna's playing good basketball. The quick pass back to her. Opportunistic Italians.
I mean, you and I have just sang the praises of Kripa. I think she just brings so much to this team that you don't see statistically. She's kind of the heart and soul, the way she plays, how she'll sacrifice her body. She makes big plays for them. And like I said, you don't really see them show up statistically. She'll step in and take a charge. You know, we've seen her knock down shots. We've seen her get hands on offensive rebounds, but they don't end up in her hands, so she doesn't get the offensive rebound. But she's the reason the team did. And I love the way she plays. She's, you know, I mentioned it earlier this week. You'd love to have her on your team, but you'd hate to play against her.
Well, Kubai, who's just checked in, gets the block. De Preto, Valeria De Preto, also in the game, as well as Romeo, the naturalized guard from South Australia. Although conversation with her yesterday, she's also got a home in Melbourne, as they say. Maiga, oh, nice touch from the big, right at the end of the quarter, caps it. It's been nip and tuck, and teams